We're on the Customize List page, which can be found under Admin, Company Data. I did talk about this in another video, but I'm going to cover this again because it's such a powerful feature to have. Now, this is data that you're going to be storing about companies. So customized list data you can store about a specific company. So here you can see that we have electricians, and we can store whatever information we want to know about electricians. This happens to say what county they work in. We can also say where they went to school. Put save to list. That's going to add this here. We can say basically whatever we want to know here. However many you want to have. You can have one list for electricians. You can have a list here for attorneys. And let's say for attorney list, you want to know things like, again, where they went to school. You might want to choose that same one here and what county they work in. But maybe you also want to know what type of law they practice. So this is one way to do it. Is you can put full questions in here, but you could also put something like divorce, bankruptcy, DUI, criminal. Okay, so you can just put the specific kinds that you want to know about, and then we can choose all these. So now when you go to create a company, this is kind of an odd company name. Let's say this is a law firm. I can say in here that it's a law firm, but then when I add them, if I want to add this attorney list, okay, you can see here by adding the attorneys, I now have this new tab, and on this tab, I can then store things like yes, no, if I want to put yes and no. This is one way to do it, or I can choose that one specific field. Let me save this first. So if I wanted to make one field that just stored all of that, then I could just say like this. Either way is fine. The idea is that you can create, using this company data, you can create these lists where you store all kinds of different demographic features about a particular company, and then once you're in that company's tab, you can then simply store data about them. And then if you decide I don't want this information anymore, all you have to do is go back to list, remove this, and it's gone. Now the nice thing about this is if you add this list again, you haven't lost the data. So it still stores the data even if you remove the list by accident, so you haven't lost your information. You can manually add to this list here, or you can go in here to the company data, click on it here, and then you'll see that it's also added it to your list. And if you want to take these out, let's say I take a few of these out, and I want to go back in and add them, only the ones that I took out are available. So it's not going to let you choose something and put it in a second time, but there they all are. And again, if I go back into my companies, look in my list, now it's gotten rid of those data points because I literally deleted those fields. So you want to be careful that you don't lose your data. But otherwise, this is a very useful feature when you're storing information about a company. You can have multiple tabs. Maybe one tab for the type of practice they are, one tab for their hours, one tab for different ways to reach them. Completely up to you how you want to store that data.